Critical Role Recap Season 2, Episode 64. Last week, the Mighty Nein tried to set up an ambush for the Empire operative whom they had been scrying upon and found out that he had some sort of plan to do something inside the city of Rosanna. So they set up an ambush at the local apothecary and waited for people to come in. Things didn't go exactly according to plan, and they didn't really know what they were dealing with. They ended up showing themselves pretty early, and basically they killed most of the people that showed up to the meeting, but one person did get away. Jester sent a message to that person, and they responded, "If you want to find me, come north and bring her," referring to Yasha, we believe. And that's where we picked up this week, where they're trying to sort out the mess that they made by killing a few people in this apothecary area and figure out what to do next. They had told the Bright Queen that they would surely be able to capture this person, and they didn't want to disappoint, so they gathered up the heads of the people that they killed for later interrogation through Caduceus' spell, Speak with the Dead. During all this time, they briefly spoke with Yasha about the whole orphan maker thing, and it turns out that that's just the name that she was given by her tribe during like the initiation phase, where they all get nicknames that are scary and daunting. So it's not speaking specifically to any past occurrences, apparently. It's just kind of a nickname that she has. They feed some of the dead bodies and the dead horse to their moorbounders, and they go on their way to the Barbed Fields, which is a shorter route, but apparently more dangerous. Yasha tells them that this area is known for chewing people up and spitting back out only a few of them, worse for the wear, but they decide that they have what it takes to go through this section and aren't too daunted. As they make their way through the Barbed Fields, they come upon some interesting stone structures that they can't really determine how they got there or what they are, and eventually they come upon a humanoid creature that attacks them. And so then we spend the latter half of the episode entirely in combat. Just about. It was a pretty long bout of combat where they fought against a couple of bone spiked demon creatures that have like 5 arms and also a large swarm of bats. These creatures took less damage whenever they were in low light, so eventually they cast a daylight spell and were able to do additional damage to them, and the party did eventually finish off all of the combatants that they were faced against. Caleb did go down, but he was brought right back up by Caduceus, and overall the combat went pretty smoothly. After the combat, we finally break out the heads, and Caduceus has a conversation with them where he asks for details on what they were doing at this meetup and what their plans were. Caduceus uses a spell to make himself appear like the blonde-haired man that they know, while Ford uses Mask of Many Faces to appear like the Drow as they interrogate the head of the hobgoblin that they had killed at this meetup location, the Overcrow. He asked them what their mission was, and it was to keep Oban safe, which we assume is this Drow that managed to escape from their grasp. And then he also asked who they served, and he mentioned something about the Angel of Irons, which when the party tried to do a history or knowledge check on it, they failed to discover any more information about who or what the Angel of Irons is. So it appears there's some sort of cult worshipping an unknown entity, possibly, or the Angel of Irons is the name of an organization that they work for. It's not known currently who we're talking about. After they speak with the Hobgoblin's head, they then speak with the Dragonborn's head, who was the messenger and who doesn't really know much of anything because they were just a messenger and they're paid to deliver stuff and keep their mouths shut, so they're not really told any details of anything. Jester then finishes off the episode by sending out a couple of messages, one to her mother regarding Luke, Caleb's companion, Caleb's old friend from his past days of being trained as some sort of evil assassin. And so Jester tells her to be on the lookout for this person by describing her based on Caleb's description. And then Jester also contacts Yeza to tell him that they're safe and doing okay and not to worry too much about them. And then the party goes to sleep, and that's pretty much the end of the episode. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.